everybody. I'm Shanique Beckford. Some of you know me, and some of you probably know me by Prophetess Shanique from my other channel. My other channel is Shanique Beckford Ministries. Now, I actually started this channel 2 years ago, and I wanted to post beauty, self-care, health, more fitness, etc. And I maybe posted 3 videos and I did not continue. So there was a lot of inconsistency there, but maybe not so much because I have been working very hard on my other channel. We're almost at 33,000 subscribers. But recently I was diagnosed with cancer. God healed me. I'm whole, I'm healed and recovering. And I realized that life is short. And because life is short, you and I have no idea what's going to happen, how long you have left. I decided I was just going to say yes to God and walk in total obedience to all the things that I actually wanted to do. And so I decided to rebrand this YouTube channel to post the things that I wanted to post. So on this YouTube channel, I am going to be talking a lot about life coaching, self-defense, procrastination, learning how to love yourself. So lots of self-care, lots of health, maybe not so much fitness. I don't want to do too much, but I'll definitely be talking about health. So I will be sharing with you guys some of the things that I'm eating, I stopped eating, how I am, the lifestyle that I'm living to ensure that this cancer does not return, how to boost my immune system, how to stay healthy, how to stay strong, and how to live long. So everything that has to do with beauty, self-care, confidence, motivation, aspiration, success, finances, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about over here. And I decided to do a whole new YouTube channel, even though it's not the easiest, because I find that when I post a lot of things on my ministry channel, when I post other things outside of teaching on the other platform, a lot of people don't actually watch, and that's something that you are gonna have to learn when you actually start posting on your YouTube platform. People are going to watch you because you're posting something that is attracting them, and when you have been doing it as long as I have, the majority of the people that subscribe to the other YouTube channel at Shanique Beckford Ministries actually subscribe because of the prophetic, because of the ministry, the seer, everything that has to do with growing in the prophetic, your ministry and church. That's why they subscribed. While there are some persons that subscribe because the teaching was good and maybe they just wanted to support me. Whatever it is, I'm grateful. But on this platform, you guys will get to see a little bit more of behind the scenes and what I do, maybe a few vlogs here and there, but everything beauty, self-care and success and motivation, that's what I'm posting over here. I was in Colombia for 4 weeks. And I wanted to share some videos on my other platform, and I realized that most people may not necessarily watch it. So I decided, life is short, so let's post over here and see what happens. No, I wanted to start sharing I'm doing a 7-day challenge, by the way, to post for 7 days. Why? Because I want people to be more familiar with me on the more discomfortable side of my journey. And I wanted to talk about, confidence and breaking poverty. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I'll do that starting tomorrow. I'm not starting that today because I've seen where a lot of persons have been sending me messages saying that, the Holy Spirit has called them to start a YouTube channel, to do ministry on YouTube, to do podcasts on YouTube, to share their story on YouTube, but they don't know where to start or they're afraid of starting. So I'm going to dedicate my very first video to talk about how I'm starting over in 2026. If I grew my other YouTube channel at Shanique Beckford Ministries, so they're almost 33,000 subscribers, I'm going to do it on this channel as well. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you have not subscribed as yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so when I post a video you will be notified. And guys, you have to make a habit of commenting. The more you comment is the more the algorithm is going to push the videos, so that way other people can see it and also comment. So on this channel, you guys may hear me talking more about make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment down below. And when you start your YouTube channel also, it's very good to learn to engage with the people in the comments. Ask them to comment and build a community, because when there is community and when there is engagement, that is something that plays a very great role in your ministry on the platform of YouTube actually beginning to grow. So let's talk about some things that you want to buy, you want to invest in, you want to do and not do as you get into YouTube. So so you can reach that first 1,000 subscribers and then get to that 4,000 watch hours. And by the way, if you want to be able to monetize your video on YouTube, you want to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I know it sounds like a lot, but if we're going to do this, have fun, we're going to do this for God also, then before you know it, you'll get there. So don't pay attention too much to the numbers right now. So the first thing is you want to choose a name. What is the name of your YouTube channel? For me personally, I don't like choosing random names or names with weird spellings. I want to choose a name that's easy to remember. I want to choose a name that people can easily spell, that people can easily find, a name that, you know, there are not too many people on YouTube that has that name. If it is that you're doing this for ministry, you just want to find the name that the Holy Spirit has given to you, and that is your YouTube name. Once you have a YouTube name that you can work with, you want to create your YouTube logo or banner. Your YouTube banner is that picture. So you have a picture on your YouTube, so get a professional headshot or get a picture that's very clean, you know, sophisticated, something that's nice. Maybe it's a picture that you have created with the name of your ministry, but you also want to get a banner. Your YouTube banner is that picture that's on the back wall of your YouTube that may have your name, that may have your slogan, your ministry vision, a Bible verse, or just an idea of what the channel actually comprises of. You may also want to go ahead and put your information in the bio of your YouTube platform that maybe gives an introduction about who you are and what your channel is about, and if persons want to be able to get in touch with you or your ministry, they're able to find that information there. Now that you've done that, that's the easy part. Then you want to find your audience or know what it is that you're going to record for your audience. This is what a lot of people call finding your niche. Now when we talk about finding your niche is a specific group of people that will watch a specific type of content. So as you're posting on YouTube, is your content going to be for ministry, for business, for motivation, lifestyle, teaching? What is your content going to be about? It's good to have a niche, because when you have a niche and you're posting a specific type of content, you're going to attract a specific type of people that will come to watch that actual content. So they're coming to you expecting a particular type of content. The reason why I'm starting this second channel, because I want to post the fun side of me, the goofy side of me, the traveling. I want to do so many other things on this channel that I can't do on the other, because majority of the people on that platform came for the prophetic. On this other channel, I can let my hair down and I can be a bit more relaxed, and not that I'm not relaxed, but I can be, you know, just my natural goofy, fun, loving kind of self, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so you just want to know exactly what you're posting and be clear. People are going to follow clarity, and even if you're not entirely sure of your specific theme or area of focus, just start posting. As you continue posting, you will be able to narrow in and to refine or define exactly what your audience is or what you're going to post for your audience. And so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just post what God has literally placed on your heart. One of the things that I find that's very easy is, and what I did is, I intend to do themes. So I did print out a paper. I'm gonna try to see if I can insert it right here. I did print out a paper with a theme. So for the next 7 days, I intend to talk about self-confidence, procrastination, you know, the fear of failure, and the spirit of poverty, how all of them tie in together, and how to break that spirit of poverty. So that's my theme. Even though it is the spirit of poverty, I know it sounds like what I would talk about on the other platform, but it's really not. It's more related to, you know, how your low self-esteem, how your procrastination, how your inconsistency, how, you know, your low self-esteem, etc. is also linked to the spirit of poverty. How to build yourself, how to beautify yourself, beauty maxing, being elegant, being poised, being clear, how to do all of these things to also help with breaking the spirit of poverty. So that's the angle that I'm taking it from, right? So we may be doing a little bit of makeup, you know, a little bit of hair care, that kind of stuff as we talk about that. So if you are interested in that, then you want to subscribe and you want to stay tuned. So now that you have discovered that aspect of it and, you know, finding clarity where that is concerned, you want to start getting into equipment. So now, if this is your first channel, your first time getting ready to set up to do YouTube, I wouldn't say worry too much about it. If you have an iPhone or a phone that has has good quality, that has good camera quality, audio, then you just want to get an actual proper lighting system. If you can get a proper light, you can get lights on Amazon. You can go to Walmart or wherever it is that you can get your lights. Get a proper light. Once you have a good phone that has a good camera quality, you have good lighting, that's all you need, and that's the basic for you to get started. There are some people that have actual natural lighting in their home, so you may not necessarily need an additional lighting, but if you can, then absolutely go for it. You also need a tripod. So if you have a tripod, that will help you a lot, so you can prop your phone up. If you don't have a tripod but the Holy Spirit is burning on your inside to start that channel, when I just started YouTube, I did not have a tripod, and so I used to do like a table or the bed, or just somewhere on a wall, a windowsill, and I would prop my phone up and I would ensure that I'm on the level of the phone, and I would just record. And so over time I was able to purchase the camera, I was able to purchase the lightings, and I have maybe gone through 3 different cameras over the time since I started my other YouTube channel. I'm saying that to say that as you start, you don't have to be perfect, you just need to start, because the more you post is the more they're going to come out with new gadgets that you also want to upgrade, because you're going to want your quality to get better and better and better as you go along. Right now I need an actual camera to post this, because I'm using the back camera on my phone, and if you're using your phone, I would suggest using the back camera, because the front camera may not give you the best of quality. It will not give you the best of quality. So I'm using my back camera right now. I need to get one of those DJI Osmo 5 Action 5, one of those DJI cameras to record, because I only have one other camera. I don't like moving it around because it's not the smallest. That's for ministry. It's connected to a lot of wires that's connected to my computer. There's so much that's going on, so I can't move that about. And if I go out, like I said, sometimes I do traveling, and if I go out, I want to be able to have something that is super small. So some of these cameras are like this small, and when you go into a store to go shopping, which I want to be able to take you guys, I don't want to have a big camera that makes everybody uncomfortable. So I'm going to create an Amazon wish list with a couple of the things that I'm going to be investing in, and you guys may be able to go to my Amazon to see what I'm going to get, and that's what I'm going to use. So I'll share my Amazon wish list with you guys in the next video, and I'll try to put it in the description of this video as well. So that's what you want to get. As you begin to grow the platform, you want to start investing in your quality, then you want to start looking into better lighting system, into better camera. So you want to check out to see what camera other people are using, and I'll share some with you, as I mentioned, in my Amazon wish list. You want to get a podcast, proper microphone, a softbox lighting. You want to get proper editing softwares, maybe proper backdrop setup. I'm not doing the most right now. I'm just sitting right here just recording. It is my intention to create a room that I can create content in, so I'm going to take you guys on that journey to build my content room within the next couple of days and weeks, so we'll do that together. But for right now, just start where you are. If you have an empty wall, just use a clean empty wall. It doesn't have to be too much. I subscribe to people on YouTube that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're just always filming in their car. They're just always filming on the go. Nothing beautiful, nothing fancy, no makeup, no pretty aesthetic backdrops, none of that. And they're just doing the work of God, which means that sometimes we literally overthink things, and it ends up, leading us into walking in disobedience and rebellion against the Holy Spirit. So you can invest and upgrade as you go along. Now, once you have that set up, you want to get a proper editing system. There are some people who are using Canva, CapCut, iMovie. I'm using DaVinci Resolve, which is on the more pricier side, I believe, but you can edit on your phone. You can get some of these softwares. There are plenty of other softwares out there. You can see what works best for you. I don't typically do a lot of editing on my channel, and I think I want to start getting into that on this channel, just to exercise my creative juices, if I can say that. I want to be creative with my thumbnails and just my video editing styles, audio, etc. Now, I do believe that excellence matters. Even though excellence matters, you never have to be perfect. Be you and be authentic. What is going to attract people to your platform is not that you're imitating and following everyone else. You're just being you. I want people to subscribe because I'm just authentically being me. Because I can't be anybody else. The oil of God can't work on the version of me that I pretend to be. So I'm just being uniquely me, and that's all that I know how to do. People are gonna subscribe to you because you're goofy. People are gonna subscribe to you because you're just being you, and people want people who are transparent, who are relatable, people who are real. So just be you, and you'd be surprised at how many hundreds of thousands of people in the world actually are just like you, who are waiting for people like you. There is a people out there who are waiting for you, just you, not me, you. The people that you can reach, I can't reach. The people that I can reach, you may not be able to reach. So stop overthinking it and start the YouTube channel. If you've made it this far, go ahead and just comment, that's it, God, I surrender, I'm ready. I that's it, I'm ready, I surrender. Go ahead and put that in the comment section. Yeah, so let's see what else is there. Right, so once you start filming, you have figured out your editing, your camera, your lighting, all of that. You just want to structure your videos, and pretty much I would say just start talking. Literally just start talking to your camera. Everyone is different. Don't try to be like anyone else. I guess I could also suggest watching tons of videos. As you watch the videos, you're able to see how they set up their videos, and maybe you can pull bits and pieces. You have to find a way to be authentically you, whilst also being able to be inspired by what others do. I'm inspired by a lot of things because that's how I know what camera has good quality. That's how I learn what lighting other people are using, etc. Because it is okay for you to draw inspiration from the Holy Spirit and from other people as well. So by watching other videos, you're able to say, okay, this is how I want my YouTube to be set up. And what I find is that with my videos, sometimes there are people that start their videos, for example, by saying, hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so and so, and today I want to talk to you about this or that. I've been doing that for so long, but now I have somewhat come to a certain level where I just have a hook, where I just say, you know what, there's so many people who are struggling with suicide and depression, and I think this is the reason why. Like, I just get to the punchline immediately, then I dial it back a bit and I introduce myself, then I start giving you the points and working my way up. I find that when the first 5 to 20 seconds of your video has a certain hook or a catch, it captures the attention of the people, so they're going to want to keep watching. And that's what I do for my channel, and I'm seeing where it has actually worked. So there's a catch, there's a hook for the first 10 to 20 seconds. You give your introduction, introduce yourself, then you talk about your main teaching, your main content, and at the end you want to have what is called a call of action. This is where you can now begin to engage with the people, by telling them to like, to subscribe, to comment down below, to join the family. If you have a Patreon community where they can see you behind the scene or get to meet with you face to face on a weekly basis, then you can also introduce them to your Patreon as well. And that's really pretty much it. I guess the other things that I would say is understanding and learning YouTube and title psychology. And what that is, you want to just have titles that will just draw and attract people. So don't just use random titles. Your titles are very important. Your thumbnail is very important. Your thumbnail is that picture that pops up over your video that tells the name of the channel. You want to use a thumbnails that has good proper fonts, colors, it matches your aesthetic. You do, how do I say this, you want to create a good enough thumbnail so when people see it, they know it's you. So if you can find a theme or a color that you can work with, then you go ahead and do that. So every time you post a video, people are going to know that this is Shani because this is the way her thumbnails look, this is her color, this is her aesthetic, this is her vibe. As well as when your thumbnail has a good quality, YouTube is also going to put it up in the top ranks on the top of the charts where other trending YouTubers are also being seen. If your content is poor, your thumbnail thumbnail is poor, it's more likely that your videos are not going to be pushed out into the algorithm, so people are not going to see them, they're not going to be able to watch, to engage, or to actually subscribe. So you want to work on your thumbnail as best as you can. You want to work on your appearance, make sure that you're cute, make sure that you're modest, make sure that you put your hair together, just put yourself together. Sometimes you never know who is watching. Sometimes there are brand deals, there are partnerships, there are people that want to collab with you, there are people that want to invite you to their speaking engagements. You never know sometimes who is watching you. So just be clean, be elegant, be modest, be professional, be intentional about how you show up, and you know, just everything that you do. If you're talking, speak as best as you possibly can. So ensure that your tone is right, you have clarity, you have confidence, your pronunciation, your pace, your articulation. And I know some of you guys are listening to me right now and you're saying, but why is your pace so fast? Because I'm not perfect and I'm working on it. There's so many things I'm working on. I'm not perfect, but even though I'm working on some things, I cannot stay in the dark. I cannot stay in the back, because I'm not perfect and I have flaws. I have faults, and some of you may see and know my faults or my flaws with how I speak, or you know, whatever it is. But guess what? I'm doing what needs to be done. I'm growing while I'm going. Okay. that's a whole thing right there. I'm growing while I'm going. Can someone put that in the comment section? Growing while I'm going. Yeah, and that's how Mary had a little lamb. So that's pretty much it. So just figure out, are you here to solve a problem? Are you here to inspire? Are you here to educate? Are you here to heal? Are you here to entertain? Are you here to transform? Now, once you start doing that work, you're going to get to a point where you can monetize your YouTube channel. Some of you may not be interested in monetizing. There are many ways to monetize. When you get to the 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, you're going to be able to monetize your YouTube channel. And outside of doing the YouTube AdSense monetization, you are able to monetize by selling your books. You're able to monetize by selling e-courses, ebooks, paperbacks. You're able to monetize by doing courses, by doing Patreon. You're able to monetize by, you know, accepting collaborations, advertisements, you know, paid partnerships. There's so many things that you're able to do on the platform, selling your products, your hairs, your business, maybe your life coaching services. There's so many things that you guys can monetize on the platform that you can use to fund and to invest back into your YouTube, right? So if you've made it this far in the video, I do hope that that has helped. If there's anything that you're still struggling where YouTube is concerned, I want you to go ahead and starting your YouTube channel is concerned. Go ahead and put it in the comment section so I can answer them. I guess it would be nice if I answer a question in every video that I actually post, but I want you guys to just be confident, believe in the God that has called you. Remember, there's only one life and time is going. There are souls who are perishing. There are people who are dying because they're waiting for the content. They're waiting for the oil, the grace that God has placed upon your life. And the longer you stay there in your own head, trying to be perfect, self-sabotaging the call of God, you're either going to start walking in obedience, in disobedience, or rebellion, while there are people who are perishing because they're not hearing, you know, what God has told you to say, because no one else can say it the way you can actually say it. So I just wanted to say that just be confident and believe in you and the grace of God that's on your life. If you just started your YouTube channel and you're doing the 7-day posting challenge with me, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if you're doing the challenge. I'm going to try to post every day for 7 days to see how it goes. I want you guys to subscribe and share this video with someone. Tell them, Prophetess have a new channel, so they can subscribe. Help me to get to that 1,000 subscribers real quick, real quick. We want to get to 1,000. That's the first goal. Then we're on our way to 50K, baby, and I know that we could do it by the grace of God. So anyways, that's that for today. If you need to do a one-on-one with me, I do life coaching sessions, one-on-ones. You can visit my website at ShaniqueBeckfordMinistries.com. You can visit my YouTube channel by visiting ShaniqueBeckfordMinistries.org. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and share this video with someone. God bless you. Bye-bye.